January is a strange time to start something new. You're still in the middle of winter and you're probably tired and hungover and bloated still from Christmas, and it's dark and it's cold, and it's really not the time, I don't think, to start New Year's resolutions or anything like that. But for me, it was a really exciting January this year because I got to start being an artist part-time for 2 days a week, which was just amazing. I've started a new part-time job, day job, which I really enjoy, and I'm really lucky to be able to do this. So I wanted to start a YouTube video to kind of document this whole process of starting being an artist. So my intention is to do a monthly vlog, following my kind of art journey. I might be able to upload more than that, I don't know, but we'll start with once a month, I think. So this was my first day as an artist, donning my painting shirt, getting ready to start with a nice painting session. And I decided to get myself into the swing of things. I would start with an art study. So I flicked through my Henri Matisse book. And I've said that too early because that clip hasn't even come up yet, but hey, I'm getting used to this whole, voiceover thing. So I wanted to do a Matisse study, so I found a lovely reference picture, and then I got cracking with some water-based oil paints. I love oils. I think they look beautiful, and I've been kind of scared of them for a long time, just because I thought, I don't know if I'm good enough to do those. Art making was bound up a long time for me with feelings of I don't know, not inadequacy, that's not the right word, but almost the fear, the creative fear that I think a lot of people relate to, of like, what if it's not good enough? What if it doesn't live up to my own standards? What if it doesn't live up to other people's standards? What if it's not good? But over a lot of years and time, I've kind of unpacked that, and I'm back to doing art and finding the absolute sheer joy in it. And I'm so delighted. I started making art again really in 2020 during COVID while I was furloughed. Oh look, there's a painting. And I made an Instagram account, The Arty Historian, and met a load of lovely people. This is my dog, Percy, by the way. This is my second time recording this voiceover because the first time he was just sitting next to me crying because I wasn't playing with him. So this is a second go, but he's so cute. He's 7 months old and I love him. And obviously, tea and biscuits are a very essential part of an art day. I've decided if they're an essential part of a regular work day, they're definitely an essential part of an art day. Anyway, as I was saying, I started making art again then, and I did some commissions, and it was great. And I've thought, I really hope that I can do that again and maybe make art part of my income. Perhaps that would be amazing if I could do that. So I'm really delighted to be able to start that. Another medium I've wanted to try for ages is Lino, so I was really pleased that this arrived on my first kind of official day being an artist. I got this beautiful book by Angela Harding for Christmas, and she's a printmaker, and she does a lot of sort of bird prints. You probably recognise her work. It's on the cover of The Salt Path by Raina Wynn. It's a very kind of iconic book now, which I've just read as well, which is beautiful. Highly recommend it. It's gorgeous. Anyway, so I wanted to do a sort of Angela Harding inspired thing because I thought studying the artist that you really like is always a good way of finding your own voice. Great YouTube videoing here. Really great stuff. Proper YouTuber. So whenever I start a new material, I always just do a little test piece. If I get new paints, I always just take a page in a sketchbook and test them all out. It's just a good way of kind of getting your eye in, losing that fear of the blank page or the blank carving block, whatever it might be. In the end, for the final piece I kind of made this day, I used the easy carve stuff that came in the kit rather than the liner because it's so much easier. So on Christmas Eve, I was driving to my parents through this lovely kind of countryside, and this flock of bright yellow birds flew out of the hedgerow, and I wanted to find out what they were, and I think they were yellow hammers because of the sort of habitat we were in and what they look like. So I've wanted to do something of a yellow hammer for a few weeks. So I thought, why not do a very Angela Harding-esque inspired piece and do a bird print. So I got a really nice soft pencil and I started kind of sketching the design out onto the block, and then did some carving when it was all sketched in. I was pretty pleased with it for a first attempt, but you know, there's always areas to improve, of course, so I like to do some more. I like to try some more printing. It was really fun. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you with the very satisfying carving shots for a bit, and then I'll come back. There's a lovely sort of wetland marsh, something like that, near me. So I took Percy for a walk just to get some inspiration. I took lots of photos this day that I want to use for reference images for future kind of pieces, but for now, here's just some pretty nature for you. I'm really inspired by nature and light. The light this day was so beautiful. Very essential, but off you pie break. As I say, I'm very inspired by nature and wildlife and animals. I love painting fur and sort of bark and leaves and petals. It's all just lovely. So this is a pet portrait I painted for my friend's birthday, which was back in September, but I was very unorganised. I bought the frame and everything back then, but just never got around to actually painting her lovely pet cat Boots. So here's a little bit of the process. So the background is just painted in acrylic. That's just a kind of underlayer to get some warmth through to the paper, into the final piece. And then again, this is the water mixed ball oils on top. And I was really pleased with how this turned out. I thought I got the shading really, I did the shading really well. I was pleased with that. It's quite hard getting white fur to look shaded but also kind of translucent, so the final result on the white fur I was really pleased with. But yeah, pet portraits are just lovely things to do, I think, and I'm planning on doing one of Percy because he's adorable. And it's Golden Retriever Day this Saturday from when I'm recording this, so you know, I've got to get that content for the social medias. Just sped up the background because that is boring to watch, let me tell you. Yeah, still very much figuring out what shots are good, what shots are not good, what's, best. Don't know where I'm going with that. Hey, this is my first ever YouTube video with a voiceover on it, so go easy on me, okay? Anyway, this is the final touches. I was really silly and I totally forgot to video the piece at the end, so here's still I'll have to put in somewhere, and some more nature because, as I say, I like the nature. Nature's good. And speaking of, I decided to do a Vincent van Gogh study because he's my favourite artist. He has been for a very long time and probably always will be. And I found this beautiful painting in his Book of Complete Works of these trees lining a street, painted in these gorgeous kind of golden colours. And I thought, right, that is a good way to get my eye in today. And to start the process of doing some painting. Again, those water mixed oils mixed in with some liquid medium. Mediums are something I've only just discovered, and they are bloody brilliant. So useful for getting textures and consistencies right and everything. So I'm glad I found those for acrylics and oils and watercolours, but I don't really use the watercolours much. I tend to use these Japanese Gansai paints, which are really nice. They're sort of like thicker watercolours and you can layer them on top of each other a bit better, and yeah, they're really nice. But at the minute I'm really into oils, as you can probably tell from all of this. So this is a painting I wanted to do for ages. I have so many photos on my phone of things I thought I need to paint that. And so I always start with a little value sketch of a more, considered painting like this. And Percy was helping, of course, because he's my very, reliable studio assistant. Yeah, so that's the final kind of value study. Just helps me figure out where I need the lights to be, the medium tones to be, the dark tones to be. Makes that easier when you're then trying to add colour into the mix, which always complicates things. So yeah, here's a little process of this, but it's still a work in progress. The first layer has dried now, which is great, so my plan for February is to get this painting finished, which will be really nice. I'm really excited for that. I love the blendability of these oils, they're really nice. I'm still figuring out how best to use them, I think. You either have to be really patient or not mind the colours blending together. Depends what effect you want, really. So yeah, I'm still getting my head around that. Anyway, I think I've rambled on quite enough now. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's not been too boring. I would really appreciate any feedback though, because this is my first time making a YouTube video for myself and not for work. So yeah, I will see you next month. Please do like subscribe, all of that good stuff. I'm a YouTuber now. I've got to say this kind of thing, you know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.